What's up, YouTube? Team Jugio here. I got an updated TG Agent deck profile for you. So yeah, let's get started. I'm running 3 Earths. They're kind of standard. I consider dropping one. It's like your main tuner. It's your Stratos. It's good. 2 Venus. I don't like 3 because it clogs, and personally, as a player, I don't go well with things that clog, and 2 is just better. Then you got your 3 Shine Balls. I've actually considered dropping one of these until Black Mist comes out, but I'm going to stick with 3 because I will feel safer, and it'll make it less dead sometimes. Then you got your Triple Master Hyperion. Here's your main boss monster. He gets rid of all problem cards basically. He's really good. He's the Shine Balls are your main fodder for his pop. Then you got 2 Strikers. Strikers like subpar, but he's needed. And then you have 3 Warwolves. This guy is definitely better than Striker because he has more combos. Striker, you just need another tuner, and you need another way to get to Warwolf. I actually considered dropping Striker or dropping 1, just because he's not that good. Then you have 1 Honest. This card is like busted. Oh my god. I don't know, but this card for me is like the MVP of my entire deck. Honest is like every time I have advantage and then my opponent makes a comeback and I have an Honest in my hand, I just immediately like all that effort for nothing. Honest is really good. That's why he's at 1. 1 Gores. Gores is boss. Birdman for the Trish play. A 1 Veiler, again, don't like clogging. I only like 1. But I will be running 3 Maxi along with this once I get the Maxis. 1 Sangan, he's good. He gets me my stuff when I have a crappy hand. BLS, and I have a extra spot until I can get like at least 1 Maxi. I'll be getting him soon. But yeah, I have an empty spot in my deck. I tried like Bottomless. Bottomless wasn't very good in the main board. Solemn Warning wasn't very good. Deep Prison was alright. I might go back to that. I tried Trigodia. I just don't really like Trigodia. I actually did try 3 Venus. That was like absolutely terrible. But I'm trying Caius now. This guy's pretty good. I haven't gotten to do a lot of testing, but what the testing I have done with him, he's pretty busted. Like, you usually, more often than you think, you'll have a random card on your field that either will be completely useless to you, or, you know, like, you'd rather have, or you need like to get rid of a Zen mains, or you want to get rid of their back rows, or you need to summon Caius and then tribute himself or remove himself for game. So I mean, he's pretty good, but he can be dead. 2 Pot of Duality. This is your consistency. I actually consider running a Lure because I run a lot of darks, and I might try that. But for now, I'm gonna stick with my 2 Dualities because 3 Clogs and you need consistency. 1 Reborn. Reborn is it's staple. 2 Smashings, 1 Dark Hole, 2 MSTs, and a Heavy Storm. This is your removal. You pretty much have to run this in your deck, because this deck has such a big problem with Thunder King. And Smashing takes care of Thunder King. You can run other cards other than Smashing. Like you can run Thunder Kings. You can run like Doom Calibers. You can run like I don't know the other fairy whatever. But Smashing, I like it because it gets around just more than Thunder King. And then you need your MSTs and your Heavy to get rid of everything else. Book, this is like your protection card basically. The only reason I run it is because it's versatile, and I like having a lot of versatile cards in my deck. It gets rid of a lot of problem cards, like it'll protect your monster, or it'll book their Thunder King or their Doom Cal, and you'll be able to go off. 1 swap because you're running 3 Shine Balls, but Gotchi only needs 2, so you have a dead one. Mind Control, take their stuff, Synchro, Exceed with it. This card's probably going to get banned. It's super busted. Torrential, 2 calls. I'm probably going to drop a call for a Wax C, but call is really good with this deck. Trap Dust Shoot, because it's staple. You can't argue it, it's staple. And then Solemn. Alright. Go to the extra. Leviathan, Levier, and 2 Gotchis. These are my Exceeds, and I'm getting Zenmaines really soon. I can't wait, because the card is, like, super, super busted. It's, like, way too good. And a lot of the games that I played at Regionals, if I lost, I had a Warwolf, a Venus, in my opening hand, and I went first. I made Gotchi, and I had the Warwolf sit in my hand. But if I had made the Gotchi and the Zenmaines, that would have made a huge difference. Trishula, Colossal Fighter, Stardust Dragon, Black Rose, Wyvern for the OTK. Gaia Knight, this card's probably coming out for Zenmaines because Brio's enough. Because you mainly go into your 6s with your 3s, and you're already running 2 rank 3 Exceeds. So, I mean, it's good enough. Brio's enough. And then you got your Librarian, your Cataster, Wonder Magician, and your Armory Arm. Librarian was really good. It gets rid of Cataster. That's what it was mainly used for me at least. Alright, side deck, you got 2 Cybers and the Chimera Tech. These are pretty much staple in your side deck because this guy works against like anything that's going to run machines. And these guys work, Cyber Dragons work as like the 3rd and 4th out to Thunder King. They work as an out to Doom Caliber Knight, I believe. Unless it's an inherent summon, I'm not sure. Well, either way, they can just attack over him. But it really hurts anti-meta because they can drop their dragon, you can drop your dragon, and then Chimera attack them. It's like super busted, just the play you can do. At Regionals, I sided these in against my Gemini Hero matchup, round 2, 2-0'd him, because I just pushed his stuff in with my monsters game 1, and then I sided Dragon in, and I just, like, special early game, when he had a set monster, and I ran it over, it was nothing, and he had 4 back rows that I had already baited out, so he had nothing in hand. So I was just beating him down with Dragon, and that won me the game. So yeah, Cyber Dragon is, like, definitely necessary in your side deck. He's really good. DD Crow is a boss. Like, I want to push this guy up to 2. He's so good. I actually might main him because he's just versatile and he's BLS fodder. He's really good. When leeching, I played 1 mirror match. And the guy playing it wasn't very good. He just, like, every time I dropped something, he'd drop a Hyperion and pop it. So, I had, like, he just had the nuts, and I drew, I think, 3 Shine Balls and a bunch of crap. And I don't know how I did it, but I outplayed him game 2. Not trying to sound cocky, but it was, like, it was just really bad. It was really bad. 1 MST, or the 3rd MST in the dust for, like, TGs and Rabbit and stuff that has heavy backfield. The way I usually side is I side double D Prison and double Bottomless. I like Bottomless more than Warning. And, this card is, like, absolutely busted. I want to drop a Bottomless and add a 3rd Prison, because Bottomless just is not as good. But sometimes, you know, sometimes against, like, Dark World and Rabbit, it has a better effect on the game than a Prison would. So, if I can find room for a 3rd Prison, I'll side that. 2 Mirrors, Shadow Mirrors for Dark Worlds. Chain Disappearance, it's like, it hits everything. And then 1 Royal Decree. I either side, you know, into Royal Decree, like, I need another one. And when I get that other one, I'll be taking out Chain Disappearance. And the way I'll side, depending on what matchup it is and how they play, is I'll either side into Decree or my Trap lineup, because it's really, you know, either way, it's gonna hurt the game and completely change it, and they don't. People don't expect it. All right, that's my updated deck. I'm getting a new binder today, and I'm gonna put a bunch of cards in it, so I'm gonna have another binder update. It's gonna be mainly newer cards, and let me show you guys my stacks of cards. Like, yeah, that's just like all my stuff. There's a bunch of crap in here. So, another thing is, once I get everything I need for my deck, there's 2 more decks I really want to build, and that's X-Sabers. I always really liked X-Sabers, and, I pulled a couple from, like, random tins I opened. I traded for some of this stuff. It's like, I always really liked X-Sabers. I thought they were really cool, and, you know, they could explode, then they would, you know, somebody make a push back to try and get rid of their stuff, and then they just explode all over again, and it was, you know, impossible to do. And the other deck I really want to make is Gladbeasts. Again, I don't know what the hell that is. I always really like Gladbeasts. These are just kind of piles of cards, and they have certain cards in them. But yeah, I like Gladbeasts a lot too. They're pretty good. Well, they're not like amazing right now, but you know, they're all right. They're fun to play. They take a lot of skill to play, and I mean, if you're a skillful player that can play GBs, and you play GBs well, you know, you're going to top with them, just because some of the plays you can make with the deck is like devastating. And Herc Chariot is pretty good too. So yeah, expect to see those in the future. Probably the far future, but expect to see it eventually. So yeah, Team Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing out.